Hey guys, welcome to another episode of my BPL breakdown series. This weekend we are looking at Chelsea versus Liverpool. Arguably one of the biggest games so far this season. They're coming thick and fast. These games always seem to involve Liverpool as well. Really doing well this season. And obviously Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, they're not very easy to beat, that's for sure. We'll discuss why later on in this video. But this really is a crunch match for both teams. They both need 3 points here to stay at the top of the table, or near it I should say. And it's also a big game for other teams surrounding them. You're looking at City, you've got Arsenal as well. And, it's one of those games where everyone will be watching, hoping for a certain result. And for me, it's got to be a draw. It has to be a draw. Anyway, kickoff is at 4 PM. It's at Stamford Bridge, like I said. Let's update you guys with the latest team news. Mourinho apparently will most likely have to rotate his squad. Azpilicueta will be playing as left back. Apparently, I'm not sure if Ashley Cole isn't fit or something like that, but he doesn't seem to be getting much action. But Azpilicueta, who is known as a right back, will be filling in at left back again, potentially. And Torres could start once again, which is, I don't know, is that a good thing? I really don't know what to say. I was thinking this today when I was playing FIFA. Chelsea could have, right now, Sturridge and Lukaku. And who do they have instead? Torres, Bar, and freaking Eto. I mean, like, it's a different world. Imagine having Sturridge and Lukaku up front. Anyway, these things happen, you can't dwell on them. Chelsea, I'm sure, will pay in big money and get some sort of striker soon. For Liverpool, their team news, Flanagan will most likely not play again because he had, I think it was a hamstring, I think it was a hamstring issue. So it's most likely he won't be playing. Also, obviously, you've got players like Gerrard, Enrique and Sturridge who are still out until the new year. Okay, let's talk about match facts. This is the most important thing for me. So what I do is I'll go online and I'll look at previous results. I'll look at little stats and facts to do with this game or whatever game I'm talking about. And it's kind of just interesting to compare what's happened in the past. Now, obviously, just because something's happened in the past doesn't mean, something will change this time around. But some of these facts I'm about to go through make this seem like a very, very difficult game for both Chelsea and Liverpool. So in terms of head-to-head facts, Chelsea have only won 2 of their last 13 matches against Liverpool. They've won 2, they've drawn 4 and they've lost 7. But 5 of Chelsea's last 7 league wins against Liverpool have been with Mourinho. So it's a really odd one, that. Last season, by the way, Suarez scored a second half equaliser in both of these games. So, at Stamford Bridge and at Anfield, Suarez has scored each time, both in the second half to equalise the game. So is that going to happen again? Who knows? For Chelsea, they have only lost 1 of their last 8 league games. So they are on a run at the moment. They've only lost 1. They have kept 2 clean sheets in a row. And that's in the league, by the way, after only keeping 1 in their previous 11. So they're definitely getting solid at the back. They're starting to, bulk up in training, really practice out their defensive qualities. Mourinho has won 54 and lost 0 of his 69 Premier League matches as manager at Stamford Bridge. What a stat that is. Out of 69 matches, Mourinho has won 54 and lost 0. So he's drawn 15. I mean, that is, I think that must be one of the best records of all time. That is unbelievable. Some facts about Liverpool here, or some match facts. Liverpool have only won 1 of their last 6 away games in the league. They've drawn 2 and lost 3. And their last win, or the one win in the last 6 games, was 5-0 at Tottenham, which obviously was a really bad result for Spurs and led to AVB getting the sack. 5-0 at Tottenham, what a result that was for Liverpool. But they've drawn 2 and lost 3 since then. So yeah, not very interesting. Or maybe not since then, but in the last 6 matches they've only drawn 2 and lost 3 and won 1, so not very good there. They have scored 29 goals in their last 14 trips to London, and that means 2.07 goals per game, so an average of 2 goals per game when coming down to London. So if you look at that stat, technically Liverpool are going to score 2 goals tomorrow, but obviously then Chelsea would score 3 or 2 because they never lose. It's as simple as that. Let's talk about upcoming fixtures. So I'll put on the screen a little image here of all the games that are coming up, guys. We'll talk about Sunday first. So we've got Everton versus Southampton, which was the second choice match I think that you guys wanted me to do today. What a match that is between Everton and Southampton, both fighting for that top 4. We've got Newcastle versus Arsenal. Me being an Arsenal fan, obviously, that's a big match for me, and I think Newcastle are just hitting some of the best form that I've seen them for a long time since they finished really high up in the league a couple of seasons ago. So that's definitely going to be a tough one for Arsenal. I'll be getting on to my predictions pretty soon. Then we've got today's match, or this match that I'm talking about now, Chelsea versus Liverpool. And then we have Tottenham versus Stoke, which arguably could be the most enthralling, exciting game of the season so far. Okay, I'm just kidding, but any game with Stoke in it, it's going to be interestingly boring, if you know what I mean. Anyway, we'll move on to Wednesday, the 1st of January. We've got midweek games, a lot of them actually. We've got Swansea versus Man City as the early kickoff. We've got Arsenal versus Cardiff, Crystal Palace versus Norwich, Fulham versus West Ham, Liverpool versus Hull, Southampton versus Chelsea, Stoke versus Everton, and Sunderland versus Villa. What a game that is. Sunderland versus Villa. Whew! That is literally battle at the bottom there. Really, really difficult match for both teams. They've got to win. It's as simple as that. We'll take a look at the current table as well. I'm recording this on the night, so the 28th, before the matches tomorrow. And obviously, it will change a little bit between now and the Liverpool game itself, because I think there's 2 games kicking off before. Either way, at the moment, we're pretty much halfway through the season there. Only a handful of teams yet to complete the 19 first fixtures. However, teams like Man City, you've got Man United and Hull, Swansea, Aston Villa, Norwich, West Brom, Cardiff, Crystal Palace, Fulham, West Ham and Sunderland, all exactly halfway. And Man City, after being, pretty much awful at the start of the season, very inconsistent away from home, are now top of the table with 41 points. Obviously, Arsenal do have the game in hand, and so do Chelsea and Liverpool. But only Arsenal can leapfrog them with a win. So, Man City doing pretty well now. You look at Manchester United, sitting in 6th with that game extra in hand with teams below them. So, it's pretty worrying for Man United, because they've just climbed up and now they're going to probably fall down again should Newcastle and Tottenham win. Although I do believe even if Tottenham win, Man United will slip down to 7th, because they've got a better goal difference than Tottenham. But either way, it looks like so far it's been the most unpredictable and most odd season yet. So many twists and turns. I do think United are hitting some good form now, and I do actually think they will finish in the top 4. I'm still not sure how it's going to look, but I really do think that Man United will possibly get into there. Maybe just 5th. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't want to be nasty to Man United and their supporters, because I know it's been a tough start, but I think everything's starting to fall into place now, and I think we're going to see a new team in the next few weeks. Maybe they will make top 5. I don't know. Who would you replace? Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City? I think they're all going to be up there. It's such a tough season. It really is. Anyway, let's talk about my predictions. My God, I'm talking way too fast. Slow down, Matt. Everton versus Southampton. I've gone with a 2-1 win for Everton. I think they're going to bounce back from their last game, their loss. I don't know why. I think Southampton aren't as strong as they were at the start of the season. It seems to worn off a little bit. And Everton, I think, will win that game 2-1. Newcastle versus Arsenal. It's a tough one for both teams there, but I think Arsenal will just scrape the win there. 1-0 away. It'll be just like one of those games, like last season, where we got that one goal with Koscielny, a lucky goal where the keeper really should have saved it, and we'll just get out of there with a win, which would be nice. However, if I was to, talk about Newcastle more favourably, it could well be a very hard game for Arsenal. Newcastle could scrape it. You just don't know. Chelsea versus Liverpool, the big one. I'm going with a 2-1 win for Chelsea. I just don't think Chelsea will lose this game. And then Tottenham versus Stoke, I've gone with a 0-0. Let me know what your predictions are below. One thing I should mention at the end here is I have launched a website. Me and my girlfriend Ellen have been building this website since just before Christmas. It's called www.officialmgh.com. Over there we've got MGH extras, so little podcasts, things like that. I'm also doing polls over there. We've got a store, which really doesn't have anything in it right now. We're still wondering what we're going to do with it, but it's there. And it's just a cool website where you can come and chat with me as well. I've got a live chat feature. And also, I'll be streaming on there soon. So please do follow me over. Well, don't follow me, but, bookmark the website and, go on twitch.tv and follow my new account. It's all on my website. And basically, guys, this time in a week, as I'm recording this, I will be in my new house. I'm so excited. Oh, my God. Fibre optic internet, which you know what means, guys. More uploads and streaming. That's what I can't wait to do. Live streaming. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Hopefully my predictions are going to be a bit more accurate than they have been recently. And I hope you have a very nice weekend.